What's happening, everybody? Just waiting on Country Cat and everybody. Yo, hey, yo. Just waiting on Kay to fucking get in here. Country kid might be falling asleep right now. We're probably not going to have matchsticks on today, but damn, Kentucky gone, huh? Everybody's brackets busted. Here he comes. He's coming. He's coming. Do some of that chicken. My chicken. Here he is. In the lobby, Charles.
I don't think you were a part of that inside joke.
Nope, I don't think so.
It was City though. It was during City days.
In the lobby, Charles.
Yeah. So George Dwyer, right? I know you know.
Yeah. I know, right. George.
So in fucking college, me and George used to go out. Like his first year, we used to go all the fucking time. We almost died together. Like we almost died together. Like in a drive-by shooting. I'm serious. And
Bro,
fucking,
I cannot be on YouTube by myself. I need your face.
I'm trying to get it. I don't know why it's not allowing me to show my face. I'm actually trying to do it right now. I don't understand what's going on.
Huh.
How's it not working?
Of course.
I'm like, what? Why is my thing not working? It's not even showing me. All right, just let me back in. I'm gonna get out really quick and come back in.
You would think the tech guy would have better tech. Guess not. He's coming back. He's just trying to get his camera fixed. On it. Got you, coach. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Apologize for the technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Got a lot to talk about today. Happy St. Patty's Day, everyone. Here I come. Here I go. Move. There he goes.
All right. So back to my Charles story. All right. So in college, me and George Dwyer used to go out all the time. Well, obviously Jesse, because he was like one of my best friends, you know what I'm saying? So fucking me, George, and Jesse went out one night, and I'm fucking plastered. I'm plastered. I'm talking about
like picture plastered?
No, like drywall. I am in one position, fucked up. I'm either laying down or I'm standing against the wall. So I'm fucked up. And George is like fucking with me the whole time, bro. The whole time. I don't know how I got Charles. I don't know how Charles came into my mind. I don't know if I was thinking of Snoopy. But George said something, and I was like, hey, fuck you, Charles. Hey, fuck you, Charles. And me and George say fuck you, Charles, ever since then. Because his middle name is not even Charles. You know what I mean?
It's just a random name call out. Oh no.
Like, what the? Who the fuck is Charles? Like, who is Charles? Jesse was screaming, but it was one of those moments. So now, like, even right now, like,
Sure.
if you'll see me, I'll do that shit to prove it to you on Twitter. I'll prove it to you on Twitter. I'll tweet George Dwyer. I won't say shit else. I'll tweet George and say, fuck you, Charles. And I'm almost certain he's going to reply, fuck you, Charles, back. Matter of fact, I'll do it as we speak. I'll do it as we speak. But
Tweet that shit. Let's get this live. Let's get
Gotcha.
going. Ladies and gentlemen, hanging out with us already. Thank you. What's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2. Well, the Raiders stole from the Packers. BMB is a thing. Westbrook still soft as 10 plied tissue paper. And Brittany Griner situation might have ended up turning into a hostage situation. And the Formula One season starts this weekend. And that's what we got to talk about today. What's up, everybody? Hey, yo, how we doing? It's the All Pro JAFFOs, Tornado Bros Productions podcast, where we bring you the highly elevated sports talk with the highly elevated sports fan. I am your host, JP. Alongside me, as always, the 6'10 beast from the Southeast, Mr. Country K.
konnichiwa, people.
And DJ Madsticks will not be with us today. He is a very, very busy man these last few days. I don't want to give you too much about it, but we'll have him explain it and stuff later on the next time he comes back. But just know that the price has gone up.
Price is gone up. The milk is gone bad.
Every single time we seem to talk to him, it's another price has gone up scenario. So shout out DJ Madsticks. Love you, bro. See you in the next episode. Let's get right into it. When I say the Raiders stole from the Green Bay Packers, I literally meant probably the biggest news in the world of the NFL today. Devontae Adams traded from the Green Bay Packers to the Las Vegas shithead Raiders, or the Las Vegas DUIs, I'd like to call them. And the reason why I say stolen was because they basically, they gave him 2022 picks. And it's the first and second round, which, again, for somebody like Devontae Adams, fucking K just having himself a time right over there.
Bro, in my head, I hear, oh, happy. Bro, I was just sitting here clapping. I was doing the verse.
It just for a first and a second, that's essentially for a receiver of his caliber is basically for a fucking bag of balls. But he's in Vegas now, another receiver for Derek Carr to overthrow and underthrow on a daily basis. So that's great. You know, yeah, I was on called into D'Lo and KC. Shout out to those dudes. On ESPN Sacramento 1320, and I went out and said for the this was literally yesterday when I called them in and I said this, and then today I guess karma would have it and come back and bite me in the ass. I went on their show and basically said that because they were saying that I guess Draymond Green is hella delusional and lacks self-awareness sometimes in some of the stuff that he says. Well, I went on and I said, and one of their hosts, KC, I guess getting poked and prodded for his hatred for the Raiders, but as a radio host, I guess he's got to be unbiased. So I went up there and basically said it for him. I'll say it for you. The Raiders are butt cheeks. And if anybody's comparative to Draymond Green when it comes to the lack of self-awareness and delusionalness as a fan base, that's the Raiders. They had a good kick. They had a good kick at that. They had a good kick, good laugh at that. Felt good. And then today, Devontae Adams is traded to the Raiders. And I tweeted out to D'Lo. I tweeted out to Damian Barlin. I said, hey, bro, I still stand by what I said yesterday. Raiders are still booty cheeks until proven otherwise.
Oh man, I gotta put my boy Richie in his pops up. This is painful.
And then after he was traded, the Raiders then signed Adams to a reported 5-year, $141.25 million contract.
Millie ball.
That's $28.25 million a year for those of you who don't want to do math. Making him the highest paid wide receiver in NFL history. I mean, that's like a sad look. I don't know why you would. I don't know why
you're making me sad that I gotta defend the fucking Raiders, dude.
Oh, don't. You don't have to. No, you don't.
No, you don't. Sat here and
that's the beauty of this show. We don't have to do anything. We can just fucking just say what we feel.
True, but I have to defend them because this is how I feel. Like, I feel like
here comes the spitefulness for the 49er fan base. Here it comes.
No, honestly, bro, I'm gonna keep just streaking the Raiders. I wasn't even gonna talk about your shitty ass Santa Clara 49ers.
There it is.
You brought it up.
It was coming eventually. I knew it.
No, honestly, it wasn't. I was just gonna keep your Raiders. That's why I put him in the background. If I want to talk about your Niners, I'd have put that, that Niner Scion that you see every once in a while. But no, seriously, the Raiders though. I feel, honestly, name a receiver that's been good or even close to Devontae Adams' ability on the Raiders outside of Darren Waller.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say he's anywhere near the level of Devontae Adams, but now that Devontae Adams is on the team, shit can open up for him, and that can actually. I mean, if Derek Carr wasn't such a spaz at quarterback, we'd be looking on paper that this is something incredible. You got Adams, you got Waller, you got Hunter Renfrow. He's out there who came out pretty good. He's not like, again,
Nelson Aguilar,
he was the Raiders' top wide receiver last year because what happened with Ruggs happened with Ruggs.
I mean, he was the top receiver before Ruggs killed somebody. He did. Stats wise, Hunter Renfrow still was the top receiver.
If you're talking about like fantasy PPR stuff, yeah.
I mean, statistically.
Yeah.
Just flat out statistics. Like he had more yards than him.
So then Hunter Renfrow is a perfect number 2 to Adams.
Yeah. But he's a number 3 because they got Darren Waller. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's my point. I seriously don't think the Raiders are gonna suck. They got a good run game. The O-line, I'm not entirely sure about the O-line. I know they play. All right, so the only time I saw the Raiders this season when they beat the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, the Raiders look pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Raiders look pretty solid as a team.
Yeah, now, I will say, it's still a turd.
Granted, you're 100% right. But at the same time, a polished turd to beat a fucking goddamn turd soaked in garbage chute juice any day. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're both turds, but who's better? Which turd would you take more? Would you take this turd that's more presentable, or this turd that you can't even fucking get in the house before we smell you? You know what I mean? Like,
that was so good. Would you rather have a golden turd or one soaked in garbage juice? This fucking good. That was a good one.
I'm serious, dude. Like, they that's why I said the Raiders, they have a real good shot. I mean, their defense still ass, but I mean, they have that. All right, so let me say this. Their interior is good. The DBs are ass. Their DBs are ass.
Oh, for the Raiders?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
bro, I really wasn't going to talk about your team. I kept it Raiders only.
Yeah, no, I mean, their DB core,
atrocious, yeah.
Bad, just absolutely bad. Linebacking core.
That's why I said they're good. And the only reason why
right?
Yeah. The only reason why I said they're good because they're front 4. 3, whatever the fuck.
2.
They run a fucking 2 down lineman shit.
No, I'm just saying they only have 2 effective defensive linemen.
Nesbitt and fucking Nesbitt and what was the other guy's name?
Nassib and Max. Or Max Crosby.
Crosby, yes.
Yeah, but they cut Nassib.
They cut Nassib?
Yeah, when? They released him like 2 days ago.
No way.
Yep. Carl Nassib was cut 2 days ago. They signed Max Crosby to, I think it was a 4 or 5 year deal worth, I think, like 94, 98 million, somewhere around there.
The fucking Packers about to have 2 picks right back behind each other, like back to back.
Yeah, I mean, they just signed Chandler Jones, which does nothing but kind of booster the defensive line, but it's just those two. Yeah. I think they're trading Ngakoue too.
They do that, they're done. They do that, they're fucking done.
Hey, dude, bro. Tell me what they make one good signing, one good trade, but that doesn't mask for the amount of crap that they did to get to that point.
That's a fact. When you're
right,
like,
yeah, you can get Devontae Adams. It still doesn't mean your defense is any good.
That's true.
So that's true. Sure, we can put up points. Our defense going to give up more. You're still in the AFC fucking West. Remember where you are.
It's only like 2 teams that's good defensively in that thing. They only halfway. It's only 2 complete teams in that division.
Well, the Chargers got better.
They're a complete team. And
they're complete now. Well, now they are for sure.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They're complete with fucking Khalil Mack and J.C. Jackson added to the squad. The Chiefs are the Chiefs. They're all
offense. They're all offense. And did they release Tyreek?
Bro, no, they didn't release Tyreek.
Oh, okay. I heard a rumor that they released Cheetah.
No, Tyreek put out a fucking tweet. Tyreek put out a tweet basically just kind of like thanking the KC fans, because I forgot what trade or what happened, but it was basically one of those like, damn, if he can get traded, anybody can get traded type of thing. You know, so
they let Honey Badger go. They released Honey Badger.
Ah, that's right. So he started thinking, damn, if they release Matthew, they might really. I mean, they're not gonna fucking release Tyreek Hill. Let's be real here. But yeah, they are all offense, but that offense is so potent that it kind of acts like a defense in some ways. Their defense only has to be average for them to be successful. Now, if they got a really good defense, then we might be talking 3-4 with that fucking team if they actually had a productive defense.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Their offense is ass. Kansas City.
Why do you
because all they have is because the thing is, I gotta get my point out. People say like Kansas City offense is ass. What the fuck is he talking about? No.
That's what I just said.
That's what I mean. Cheat only got 2 routes. Cheat only has 2 routes, and your real offensive threat is your tight end.
Okay,
you brought in Sammy Watkins, you brought in McCole Hartman, you brought in all these other guys to be the number 2 and number 3. They never pan out. They never pan out. Tyreek only got 2 weeks.
I'll add to that. He may only have 2 routes, but nobody can defend those 2 routes.
Yeah. The cap that Richard Daddy got on. Cap. Straight cap. That cap. No. This cap.
No. Nobody can defend those routes because nobody can keep up with them. And then you got Kelsey, who probably one of the best route running tight ends I've ever seen. You know, the dude is literally a fucking big ass receiver.
Receiver, yeah. He's fucking nice,
literally, like he just finds the open spot. Damn it. Bro, I bet you if they really wanted to, Travis Kelce could be breaking the single game reception record damn near every fucking week. How open he is every damn week.
Yeah.
The guy is just in his 8th, 9th year too. The dude is just he's going to go down by far. He's going to go down as one of the best tight ends to have ever played the game, if he's not already in that conversation.
Oh, he's in that conversation.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I cannot take away
when you
Travis Kelce, what he has done in his career is nothing short of absolutely fucking incredible. What he's done.
Factuals. And personally, I like to listen to people that actually play the position in the NFL when they're talking about other receivers or like tight ends, like Shannon Sharp, or when they fucking actually find they find like Antonio Gates or Tony Gonzalez or somebody to talk to.
That's the thing.
And they give him praise
for some reason. And I'm actually so happy because being a former tight end, kind of seeing the tight end boom that has happened these last few years. And it's not, we're not talking about just Kelsey and Kittle. We're talking Waller. We're talking, even though he's on Detroit, Hawkinson is really good. Gesicki on the Dolphins, he's really good. Evan Ingram, when he's not hurt, he's really good.
Fucking Knox.
OJ Howard, Austin Hooper, just
Knox up in Buffalo.
Knox
and fucking CJ
Noah Fant.
You're a fucking Islander. That's a shame.
That's what I'm saying. You have all of these like incredibly gifted tight ends. It's so cool to just kind of see the boom of it all. But before these last 2-3 years, it was really hard to find a good tight end. Your tight end was either or. He was either a blocking tight end or a receiving tight end. And most of the time they were blocking tight ends.
Perfect example. When Greg Olsen got in the league, he was the last great tight end for a long time. So much so to when Jimmy Graham was like the biggest tight end for a long period of time. Bro, I used to cry.
Oh, dude, Jimmy Graham, when he was with Drew Brees out there in New Orleans, oh my God, bro, that was a fantasy gold mine right there, bro. You paired those two up. Oh, and I bet you as a Bucs fan, bro,
I had the picture.
You were jumping for joy when Jimmy Graham left.
Bro, I literally put up the first meme I saw about Jimmy Graham, and the meme was Tampa Bay Bucs fans when Jimmy Graham left the Saints to go to Seattle, and it was us,
Mr. Burns, huh?
Mr. Burns. Excellent. Dude, I was so happy.
Hey, I felt that exact same way when Russell Wilson left the NFC West. I was so happy. I was so happy. And then when the talks of Deshaun Watson going to Seattle was around, it's not anymore. That's not. He does not want to go to Seattle.
They came to my fucking vision.
When those rumors came out, I would be like, oh, it would happen that way. It would absolutely happen that way. We literally just got done with dealing with an ass kicking from Russell Wilson for 10 years. Now we got to deal with Deshaun Watson for another 15. This is going to suck. But now, he's going to be going probably to, I don't know.
There's 3 teams that's on the board.
Down to 2 now. Carolina was told they are not on the sweepstakes anymore.
No, let's go.
But
so
the only 2 teams. Yep.
They're all the fucking teams this morning was in my division.
All signs are pointing to him going to Atlanta.
Yeah, because he's from there.
Exactly. He was their ball boy for a while.
Mm-hmm. He was a kid. Yeah, no, I'm cool with that.
Like, so if he goes to Atlanta,
he'll beat the shit out of them. I ain't worried about that. I'm not. The only thing I worry about is Julio going back. That's the only thing I would worry. We just signed Gage.
Yeah, Gage. Yeah.
From them. He's the other gadget guy.
Hey, that's an underrated signing. I'm going to be honest with you. That's a hella underrated signing.
Oh, my God.
Nobody talked about that enough.
Bro, I was so ready for this episode yesterday.
Nobody... Like I was thinking about that, going like, nobody's talking about the fact that Russell Gage just went to the fucking Bucs. Like nobody's talking about that. I'm sorry. Russell Gage was the highlight of that fucking receiver core when Calvin Ridley decided he wanted to take a mental health day to go gamble.
Cordell Patterson fucking leveled off.
Russell Gage was one of those. Him and I think. Like when I talk about like underrated wide receivers, I always talk about Kendrick Bourne as being one of the most underrated wide receivers in the NFL.
You definitely
Russell Gage is on that level. He is a very, very underrated wide receiver that I think a lot of everyone's thinking about, if Julio went to the Bucs, they would have Mike Evans, they would have Julio, they would have Godwin, and they would have Gronk, all those weapons. I'm like, You left out Russell Gage.
You definitely
You
left out
left out
Russell.
Russell Gage as if Russell Gage is not going to benefit highly from being the slot receiver for this team.
He's
Tom
going to be
Brady
our mini Debo.
loves his slot receivers,
He's going to be our mini Debo.
bro. Exactly.
We're going to use him like Debo. Byron Leftwich. I thrashed him last year, but like after I had rant, after I had that like 45-minute fucking rant, bro, they switched it up because bro, it's almost like though I said last season, I was damn near predicting everything, bro. For everybody, it wasn't like it was just my team. I
Byron
predicted
Leftwich is paying attention.
Somebody watched that motherfucker. Somebody watched the podcast.
Somebody's been watching us, bro.
For sure. They had that shit playing in the event center in fucking Tampa, Florida, bro. They were playing that shit. This motherfucker loves us. He knows what's going on. He knows. Oh, bro, I'm so glad we're on today. I'm so fucking glad. Because I told you how I started a new job, right?
Sorry. By the way, happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Be safe out there. Be safe out there.
Be safe out there.
We know mostly more people, at least logically thinking people, are probably going to celebrate St. Patty's Day this weekend. But if you're going to go out tonight, just be safe. Call an Uber, call a Lyft. Don't do nothing stupid. Just be safe tonight. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
And so yeah,
happy belated Stone Cold Steve Austin Day.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Oh, hell yeah. Happy fucking belated day for that one.
Again, I was so ready for yesterday.
About to hear the glass break. Stone Cold. He's walking through.
I was going here.
By God, it's Country K's music. Dun, 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 dun. Bro, I feel like if you were a WWE guy, you would be like D'Lo Brown.
The Godfather?
No.
The Godfather.
No. D'Lo Brown. Oh D'Lo Brown teamed with him. He was the dude with the vest on, the one who always walked down and.
I know. With them ugly ass elbow packs and knee packs. Oh, I know who D'Lo Brown is. Let's go to the Godfather. Please give me the other one. I'll take
you would rather take the Godfather over D'Lo Brown, huh?
Hey, bro. I feel like I can do that, bro. I'll do the hat, the fucking colorful fucking clothing. I'll do that, bro. I'll come in with the whole train dance.
Yep, D'Lo Brown. Okay, I'm sorry, bro. You're D'Lo Brown. That's D'Lo Brown right there. The whole persona, the way you would get. That's all D'Lo Brown right there.
We just adopted "Fuck You, Charles" for fucking JP.
If anybody I think is going to take the Godfather role, it would be Matchsticks.
What? Mm-hmm. What? Matchsticks has a fucking black belt. He would be the
exactly.
He
has a black belt, but he has the he's the DJ. He has the connects. He has all that stuff, music video shit, and he's got all that stuff.
That's factuals.
So
I would see him coming in his gi. He'll be like on some fucking some motherfucking sensei shit. His name would be the sensei. I promise you. He would come in as the sensei in his fucking gi, walking in with his fucking hand in his sleeve like this.
I feel bad for anybody who fucks with him, honestly. Hey, if you see Matchsticks, people, just say hi, shake his hand. That's it.
Maybe wave.
Don't try to test that, man. Just don't.
Yeah.
There are certain things you don't do in life because you value it. That is it.
I mean, I feel like we can warn people all we want, bro, but people still throw peanuts at the monkeys. You know?
Those are the fucking keyboard trolls and shit. They'll never say it to his face. They would never say it to his face. They would absolutely never say it to his face. And if they would get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, it would be fucking.
I mean, there's no fucking bones about it. That's exactly what would happen. But ladies and gentlemen, you guys already know this episode brought to you by Raise Energy. You see the flag. Demand more. go to repsports.com, reppsports.com, and use the promo code AlphaRays to get 15% off of your order. Prickly Pear is almost done and over with, so you guys better go get that while it's still there. And then next month, be on the lookout for the next limited time offer. I have a good idea of what it's going to be, but can't give out that information just yet. But yeah, keep an eye on it. You got the gear, merchandise. I got the shirt here. I even got fucking shorts on today. See this shit?
Hey. Hey.
Got the Rays Energy like logo right up in there. Yeah.
Okay, black on black with a little bit of white. Okay, I like it.
Yeah. So all the good stuff is there. Fucking shaker, all that kind of, yeah, getting hooked up. So go over there. Once again, repsports.com, reppsports.com. Use the promo code AlphaRays, 15% off. Demand more. Join the Rays Rebellion. We appreciate Rays since day one. I said in the intro, there's a BMB in the NFL. Now, let me explain what this is. BMB, it's more of a knockoff to a wrestler in AEW by the name of Britt Baker. She just lost the AEW Women's Championship in a steel cage match to Thunder Rosa. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. But she's Dr. Britt Baker. She's an actual dentist. She calls herself DMD. So I called this person BMB instead of DMD. And my enunciation was, or what the acronym means is Bitch Made Baker. You guys have heard me constantly talk about how crap Baker Mayfield is. And it just continues to happen and continues to show and prove that I'm right. The dude got all up in his feelings when the Cleveland Browns decided to give talk to Deshaun Watson on possibilities of bringing him to Cleveland. He got a little butthurt about that, not realizing you're in a fucking business. Okay, this is the NFL. They don't give a shit about your feelings, to be completely honest with you. And I think it was Mike. I think it was Green. No, not Greeny. It wasn't Greeny today. It was Tannenbaum. Mike Tannenbaum. He went up and said, basically, you just tell Baker straight up, if we're in the business of making this team as good as it can be, and if we can upgrade and get better in any position, including yours, then that's what we're going to do. And to sit there and act like Baker is better than Deshaun Watson, Baker should be slapped in the fucking mouth if that's what his thought process was. And he comes out with the whole social media thing and basically saying bye to the Cleveland fans and all that other kind of bullshit. And he even used his full government name, bro. He said Baker Regan Mayfield. He signed that shit. Baker Regan. First of all, your name is Regan from here on out.
It's not the worst.
It's not the worst, but I would rather call you Regan than your first two names. Is it Reagan or Regan? Whatever. Doesn't matter.
It might be Reagan.
Reagan, even worse. Even worse. Fuck, I might as well just cut. Yeah, you know what? He's going to be a backup soon anyway. It's not even going to fucking matter. He's going to be just completely irrelevant to the game of football. The only difference between him and Johnny Manziel is he lasted a little bit longer.
I disagree with that full statement, but okay.
He told ESPN because he requested a trade from the Browns. The Browns denied it. And he told ESPN that this relationship is too far gone to mend. And even the Cleveland Browns came out and said, we want an adult at quarterback. So it's a complete back and forth between the two parties. And I don't really think Baker Mayfield has any legs to stand on at this point. Because again, if the Browns were talking about going after somebody else like a Mitch Trubisky who's with the Steelers, or with Jimmy Garoppolo or with any other quarterback other than Deshaun Watson, then Baker Mayfield may be able to have a little bit of an argument. But to sit there and get mad at like, oh, you were going after Deshaun Watson? Okay, yeah, no, I can understand that. I can get that. I understand competitiveness, and I understand, a lot of these fucking quarterbacks just have the egos the size of the goddamn planet that they think they're better than a former number one overall pick. Yeah, number one overall pick hasn't done dick. All right, now you have no weapons. We're going to really see how good you are this coming year. You got Amari Cooper. You have him half the time. Good luck with that. Both Landry and OBJ are gone. Did they tag Njoku or did they trade or release him already? I think they tagged him. Last time I checked, they tagged him.
They tagged him and they released Austin Hooper.
Yeah, we'll see how good you really are, bud. If you're even on the starting lineup for the Cleveland Browns or on any team for that matter, because every other team, I mean, I'm sure there's teams that could use you, but nonetheless, I was just, when I heard that, I was like, look at this. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, this dude is literally going to sit here and get mad that they wanted to go after Deshaun Watson. And he puts in the statement, oh, I basically put my body on the line and, I've done all of it. First of all, bud, okay, yeah, you put your body on the line. It would make more sense if you put your body on the line and you were successful. You did nothing but hurt the team, to be honest with you. So you were better off. You were probably better off taking the rest of the season off instead of trying to push through it to prove how tough you are or whatever it is. Talking about longevity now. So I don't know. Just that's my whole thing about it. I don't know what you think about it, but I do know one thing. I have it in my notes right here. Last thing that I needed to say for it was fuck Baker. So that's all I gotta say. What do you think, Kay? This is where we insert the other ad on the audio version of the show. He's looking at me. Doesn't realize. Oh no, he's having a conversation. But yeah, let's see. I need to get Kay's thoughts about this. What do you think about it? Ah, shit, it's still a conversation. He looks at me. He stops. Then we have moves on. So what are your thoughts on Baker?
All right, sorry, dude. I agree with a good portion of what you say, because I always feel like you be harsh on Baker because of your Texas fandom, right? I always give you shit for that. But this is not one of those times.
Yes.
So
knew today was going to be a good day.
Yeah. And that's why I said I only agree with partially what you say for the simple fact. I agree with mostly of the shit you say. The part I don't agree with is he's going to be a backup soon and he's going to phase out of football and nobody's going to give a fuck.
That was my own little twist to the argument. I understood that completely, but the main point of the whole thing.
Yeah, he's tripping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Baker's tripping. He is, because he should understand it's a business. It's like what you think they did to Tyrod when your motherfucking ass, when they told you it was going to make you a bench player. You get what I'm saying? And then you end up starting. What do you think what happened to Tyrod? Tyrod went to another team and fucking got a hole in his fucking heart because somebody wasn't paying attention to what they was doing. You see what I'm saying? Like,
and now he's about to take over the Giants job over Daniel Jones.
He's definitely going to take over the Giants job for Daniel Jones. So it's like you got people that's being professionals and you have somebody right in your face to show you how it happened. It's like that man went through everything. He's been a journeyman. You get what I'm saying? Like you had an option to really understand where you was at in your career. Honestly, you were young, you were a rookie when Tyrod was there. So it's like you had to really kind of see from a perspective of a rookie. you came in thinking, all right, I'm the number 1 overall draft pick. I'm thinking I'm going to start day 1 and do all that because that's what the history of the NFL has been.
But then he threw a fit.
Well, I wasn't gonna say that the through a fit part. I was more gonna say Tyrod deserved the chance to start. So the thing, Hugh Jackson starting him. That's why I said the only thing I disagree with that whole thing is bringing them to the office and publicizing we're gonna make you a backup, fam. Like what the fuck? Like that's disrespectful as fuck. Like you trying to just do some shit for the show. Like bro, you could have just not did that. You just embarrassed this man on national TV, bro. He's a number 1 draft pick overall, and you just told this man he wasn't good enough to start for the Cleveland Browns, who everybody reveres as a ass can team.
Hugh Jackson has never been one to be very smart in some of the things that he does.
I ain't gonna say that because right now him going to Grambling State was a very smart move.
Well, that was a smart move. I'm just talking about everything that he did in the NFL was very questionable.
I ain't gonna say everything. See, what I'm saying, because this team that's in my background, he didn't deserve to lose his job there. He did not. With the roster they had,
it was after Al died that he was there.
Wasn't Hugh the last Al hire?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the son took over. Then Jack Del Rio became an option, and then John Gruden became that option, and now fucking Josh McDaniels,
which I don't think is a bad choice.
I think if the Raiders had a different quarterback, it might be different.
See, the thing is, I disagree with you 100% about Derek Carr. Because didn't the man have 4,000 yards and look at his receiving core he had?
Give a fuck.
You should. That should show you right there, bro. He had a bunch of numbers too, bro.
You should know, Kay. You should know me by now. Stats. Although I do bring a lot of stats and a lot of historical shit, that doesn't always mean. I've always talked about in big time situations, in clutch moments, are you going to be able to get it done for your team? The answer for Derek Carr has always been no. The answer for Jimmy G had always been no. The answer for Stafford up until this recent Super Bowl, even that's still a little bit questionable given the the referee calls and all that kind of shit at the end of that game. But
like I said,
it's there's very few quarterbacks in the league that have a clutch. If I have the balls in my hand or the ball in my hands, or the balls, hold your nuts and just let them know. But if I have the ball in my hands, we are going to fucking win this game. There are very, very few quarterbacks that can not only say that but execute and do it. And I do not think Derek Carr is on that level.
And this is why I disagree. Because look at the reason why I'm not bringing stats to you, right? I have not said, I only said he threw for over 4,000 passing yards with a bunch of number 2s. My point is the fact that his effect on his team, one. And you say right now, Hunter going on the Niners right now, where is he at on your receiver depth chart?
Hunter Renfrow?
Hunter Renfrow, right now.
On our receiver depth chart right now, he'd be the number 2.
He'd be the number 2, right?
Yeah.
So he's a number 2. That's their best receiver.
So
they just got Devontae. So my point is, Derek Carr has never had a receiver like Devontae his entire NFL career.
I was about to say, good thing you said NFL career. I was about to say they were teammates in college. So
yeah, that's what I said in his NFL career. That's why I said that.
Yeah,
because he's going back with his college teammates.
That's why. You know what was cool, and I gotta say, hey, shout out to San Jose State football, bro, because hey, they got ruthless on them. Because as soon as Devontae, they were talking about like, oh yeah, the reuniting with Carr and everything else like that, bro. San Jose State fans on Twitter were posting, yeah, but he never beat the Spartans. Yeah, but just No, yeah, that's cute. Who gives a shit? Couldn't beat us. Yeah, Fresno State, my ass. Who cares? Couldn't beat us. Putting up pictures of the final, like the interception that was on Devontae Adams. I was like, oh, these fans are ruthless, and I love every single fucking bit of it. It is beautiful to me. Absolutely
that is
beautiful.
a very dope moment, especially with our connection with those guys.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I'm saying, bro, like he's never had nobody like Devontae. So pretty much Derek Carr has performed to a above average standard, average to above average standard with a bunch of number twos and a bunch of scrubs at receiver. He's had Darren Waller for literally 2 years, like a year and a half for real. You see what I'm saying? And Darren Waller, he was like second or third in tight end?
I'll give him this. He got Jared Cook paid.
Bro, you're not understanding what I'm saying, bro. Derek Carr effect on his team. Look at what his energy to his receivers. He make them play better than what they supposed to be. But in those big moments, his receivers fucking suck. It's not like Derek Carr's fucking going out there and just throwing goose eggs, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I would agree with you.
Bro, he has thrown so many fucking balls out in the stands. It's been like an overthrow. Look, I hate the team, but I have to watch my team watch the team because if I'm going to be talking shit about another team, yeah, some of it can be the banter or whatever, but most of it, I got to be able to back it up.
Right.
Because I ain't backing down to no fucking Raider fan on Twitter or anything else like that. No. That's just not happening. That's not in my blood. I don't operate that way. Exactly. If I have a hatred for a team, whether it's the Raiders, whether it's Oklahoma, I'm having a hard time with Dallas lately. Some of them I'm just like, oh, fucker. I hate it, but okay, you got me on that one. Yeah, Mad Sticks comes on this show. Improves other shit to where I'm just like, especially after last year when they beat us with fucking Cooper Rush. Oh, so painful. But then to just
had to hurt.
Hand them that ass whooping over there in the playoffs for a one and done. That was a beautiful payback, in my opinion. That was a better win.
I was cheering for y'all too. I wanted y'all to win so bad.
Well, to be honest, I didn't even care if it was us or anybody else. I just knew the fact that the fucking Dallas Cowboys were going to be one and done. I just knew that was going to be the fact. Like people were telling me, because look, I was very critical about the Niners too. Very critical about my 49ers. I was, hey, I can go back a few episodes back where I had literally said the words, if you think the 49ers are going to make the playoffs, you are mentally ill. I literally said that.
Several times. Yeah.
But given the circumstances, the stars aligned, the luck was there to where it got us to the NFC Championship. The fucking Rams handed us one in week 18. They handed us a win that got us into the playoffs. They could have just beaten us. They were ahead by 17 in that game.
Hold on, y'all.
They could have beaten us and we would have been out of the playoffs, and it would have been the Saints in the playoffs.
Y'all ain't made the chip.
No, I understand that. We made the NFC Championship because we played Dallas in the first round. They can't get out of the first round.
No, y'all.
And then we played, and then we had the benefit of playing Aaron Rodgers in the divisional game because he can't beat us.
Oh, y'all did make it to the chip, huh?
And then we got the NFC Championship, played the Rams, and they said, okay, week 18 was a fluke. So just letting you know that.
I thought we lost to the Rams. Oh, we lost to the Rams in the second round. Oh, yeah, that makes sense now.
In the divisional, yep.
Fuck.
So getting to the NFC Championship, those 3 weeks, just the stars aligned, luck and fate had it a certain way.
That shit had me hurt.
You know, so
shit.
Am I happy they went that far? Absolutely. But I was not going to sit here and be fucking blind to the facts. I just wasn't. I'm happy they went and got Ward, that DB from Kansas City. I had always said when they drafted Ward, I was like, that kid's pretty good. He's going to add to that defense. And the fact that we got him when we need very much help at that position, I'm glad we picked him up. That was a good sneaky free agency pick too. We haven't really done shit since.
You think so?
What? Ward?
The Chiefs defense was sorry as fuck last year. He was a part of that.
Him and Matthew were the only real highlights of that defense.
I thought Chris Jones was eating last year. I thought he was consistent.
Chris Jones on the Cardinals.
Chris Jones not on the Chargers. The Chiefs no more.
Are we thinking about the same Chris Jones?
The nose tackle. Chris
Yeah,
Jones.
I thought he went to Arizona last year.
Really?
Yeah, he went to Arizona last year, and now he's on the Raiders. Or who are we thinking about?
I'm thinking about the right guy because as soon as I put up Chris Jones D tackle, it went straight to the Chiefs.
So who the fuck am I thinking about?
I have no fucking idea, bro.
I'm thinking of Chris Jones from the.
No clue you think about, bro.
Chris Jones. Oh, that's Chandler Jones.
Yeah, he just signed.
They both start with a CH. Fuck off.
Like, who the fuck?
And both with the last name of Jones. Come on, give me some. Come on.
It's cool, bro. It's not like you messed up too bad, but I was confused over here. Like,
it wasn't like it wasn't close because both of them played D tackle.
Yeah, CH. You were
Jones.
It's not bad, but it's funny though because I was so confused.
I'm thinking about it, going like, I think Chris Jones. I was like, Chandler. That's who it is.
Yeah. No, Chandler Jones signed with somebody else.
Yeah, he signed with the Raiders. That's what I said.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I thought Chris Jones was the one that was eating last year.
No, he was too. That's what I'm saying. Like when you're talking about the overall highlights of that team, the top three players were Ward, Matthew, and Jones.
Okay. Yeah, all right, cool. Now that makes sense.
We basically got Kansas City's top
guy
corner for the most part.
And that's not saying much.
Well, considering on the other end the other end was where all the damage was being done. We have Emmanuel Mosley, to me, is an underrated corner. I thought he was good as a rookie during the Super Bowl year. I was the one who was highly saying that he needed to be starting over Ahkello Witherspoon because he was fucking Ryan Gosling and Remember the Titans, just a fucking liability on the field. Get him off, put Emmanuel Mosley in there. And he did work. So Emmanuel Mosley is good. Jason Verrett, when he can fucking stay healthy, he's pretty decent. Josh Norman, he's past his prime. Like he's not the same Josh Norman from Carolina. Tart, I think, is testing free agent.
He be getting up out of there, bro.
And Jimmy Ward is, are the free safety. Who, to me, Jimmy Ward's okay. And then you got, I think K'Wan Williams is actually a very good slot corner. Not an outside guy, but slot, he can cover the slot. He's a good nickel type guy. But now that with Ward in there, it, makes it at least a little bit better. We still some work to be done, no doubt about it. But
boy, oh boy, that's truth. Because right now it only feels like y'all mixing concrete. Like, there's no foundation laid. There's only dirt down there. Well, but I don't know. I think y'all can recoup and try to get a good season this year, but it's gonna be real tough.
I still don't think Trey Lance is ready, but we have no choice at this point.
I highly disagree with that.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I have this feeling that it's not going to turn out the way people think that it is.
Well, yeah, now because y'all just lost one of y'all backs. So
Well, like you said, doesn't matter who we have back there.
you got the offensive line. That's a fact.
So I was gonna say you said that, not me.
Look, I agree with myself 100% of the time.
Yeah, so
7% of the time. But I'll say this, like, you guys might win y'all division this coming season. And that ain't saying much. Because
Seattle was
the Rams are all offense. They lost Vaughn to the fucking Buffaloes.
Buffalo Bills.
Boy, he
Big
rings.
time contract too.
I
He's trying to get rings in like different areas.
Like he ring, he chasing. I feel him. Shit.
Hey, that defense was good last year too. Man, just added Vaughn. Well, Buffalo might be favorites right now. go to the Super Bowl maybe throughout the AFC. Dude, the AFC is tough, but when you look at the NFC West, what do we got? We got Seattle. They're basically trying to tank for a quarterback next year.
Trash.
Arizona.
Trash.
Kyler Murray's lost in his feelings.
Yeah, they burnt.
Rams and the Rams just
they all offense. They burnt.
Yeah, so and they're not even going to get OBJ back. They signed Allen Robinson, but they're basically with doing that, they're saying, oh, they still have money to get OBJ. I was like, yeah, okay, but then you're getting rid of Robert Woods.
Yeah. It's over. Yeah. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over.
And they don't have. I mean, Cam Akers is good. Henderson's cool, but that's not an offense made for running.
Matthew Stafford finna turn right back into who I thought he was. He finna turn right back to who I thought he was.
We'll see. We'll see what it comes down to. But then you guys already know next. Before we move on, next partner of the show, Gunner Sports. We've been talking about him for a long time. You guys have been with us, witnessing all the stuff for a long time. The host of the Bay Area Cali Classic and the Gunner Sports Academy. If you want your kid to get noticed, you want him to get extra work, you want to be able to showcase the talent. We're talking coaches as well, being able to showcase your kids and get them better. This is the program and this is the company that you want to be going to. So Gunner Sports, appreciate the partnership with you guys, the home of the Bay Area Cali Classic and the Gunner Sports Academy. Love everything that they're doing out over there. Leslie Jackson and the crew. We look forward to that partnership and more games and opportunities and stuff that we'd be able to go see. It was an awesome Bay Area Cali Classic All-Star game last year. So looking forward to seeing it again. Quick update. Brittany Griner is still in Russia. And apparently, according to, I guess, their news station or whatever, her detention was extended to May 19th, which is 2 days from now on Saturday. The fact that she's still over there is kind of a mystery to me, but given the circumstances of what's going on in the world right now, can understand how it could be difficult, but definitely hoping that she gets back safely. I'm hoping that things that I'm reading and seeing and stuff like that are just not as severe as what I'm seeing. But again, I do hope she gets back okay. Prayers out to Brittany Griner and her family, hoping that she gets home safely. Going into the NBA, Westbrook is still soft as 10-ply fucking toilet paper. He just continues to, he's a talented player, but we said it last week, he's just so fucking thin-skinned. And it's annoying because he talks just as much shit as anybody else. But when they're not doing well, which the Lakers haven't, they have been dog shit these last few weeks. They might not even make the play in. So you're looking at Pat Beverly on the court, basically talking about Russell Westbrook. He's trash, and he stinks to the Laker bench. And then you got Karl Anthony Towns after Westbrook shoots an air ball from 18 feet. Just, where the fuck was that going? Where the hell? So, and then Westbrook during the press conference basically, said they haven't done anything. Like, I'm not worried about what they're saying because they haven't really done anything in this league. I'm like, bro, you guys just got dog walked by 20 points by a team that you say hasn't done shit. They're going to make the playoffs. You're on the verge of not. And if you look at the common thing, the reason why the Lakers are not winning, Russell Westbrook ain't producing the way they thought he was going to be producing. Like you said, it's very easy to put up points, especially when you're players like that. Like you said, 2 shots a quarter, 16 points at the end of the game. With those guys, as many shots as they take, of course they're going to be hitting 20-something. But I don't even think he's averaging 20 right now. Or he's probably averaging 20, maybe a little bit higher than that. But the turnovers, the mistakes, the clutch, crucial mistakes in games that are just... Matt 6, he showed in pregame warm-up, he tried to throw an alley-oop to himself, and the shit just went over the backboard. And he just kind of went... That should have been that was probably a precursor to what was going to happen in the game.
That man living in the Twilight Zone, I swear.
What is up with him, dude? I don't get it. I don't understand it.
He's definitely like in the Twilight Zone because he is, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, this shit's crazy. I've never seen Russell Westbrook play this bad. And it's like I actually watched the full game. And Russell, bro, I'm trying to defend you as much as I can, bro. Like, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I've tried. Both of these motherfuckers looked at me like I'm crazy several times. I've tried to defend you. And it's not all your fault. Let's say it like this. It's not all your fault, but you definitely the main contributor, my dog. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I ain't gonna even count with you.
Shannon Sharp said
bro,
that shit.
He is wilding right now. That air ball was vicious. That air ball was vicious last night. Bro, that shit was vicious.
Shannon Sharp said it perfectly. You can't be talking all the mess while you're on top and stuff like that and expect, especially for a long period of time of quote unquote dominating the game, you can't expect players to not be on you. He even said, he said, I talked a whole lot of mess when I was in Denver and Baltimore. He's like, and every opponent that I had when we weren't doing well, they would always look at me, what's up, big mouth? You ain't talking now, are you? It's like there's always going to be that retaliation. And Russell Westbrook goes off and does this. Yeah, they may not have done shit the last few years, but they handled their shit that night and they beat your asses by 20. They're going to the playoffs. You might not be. They may haven't done shit this league before, but they have a chance to now.
Yeah, it's rough. Honestly, they're going to clear house. LeBron gone. I feel like LeBron different.
LeBron's going to be gone as soon as Bronny gets into the league, wherever that may be.
No, I think LeBron gone before that.
So.
Right. I think LeBron leaving LA after this season.
To where?
Bro.
Wherever he wants, basically.
LeBron is hitting serious milestones, bro.
He's not going to leave LA because Bronny's still in school.
That's true.
They're in LA. That's what I'm saying. He's not going to leave LA yet. He's going to stay there. Russell Westbrook's definitely fucking gone. Yeah, by the way, Russ, 5 teams in 5 years. Come on, bro. That ain't something to be proud of.
Me out of there. I mean, honestly, a lot of that shit I would have got out of Washington too, bro.
Still though.
I would have got out of Washington too.
Still though, like 5 teams in 5 years, it just doesn't look good.
I mean, the aesthetic looks bad from afar, but if you look into situations, it's like
And Russell Westbrook is, in my opinion, he's a stat pattern. That's why he gets triple doubles on the regular, because everybody around him is so shit, and he's always the one who wants the ball. Just nobody's gonna tell Russell Westbrook anything. They're just gonna give him the ball, let him get his points. Yeah, we're not gonna win a fucking thing. We're not gonna go anywhere in the playoffs if we even make it. But hey, let him be the triple double king. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, yeah, he can be the triple double king, but honestly, I don't give a fuck. Because every team that he's been on, they haven't gone anywhere. They haven't done shit. Even when he was at OKC with KD and Harden, both of them couldn't play with him because they know how Russ is.
that's not answer. I can't agree because they had a good system there.
Nah,
They had a good system there. Them boys went to the final.
that's cool. They win?
They went to the
No,
final.
they lost a 3-1 lead to the Warriors.
Well, that was just Russell and KD. That was just Russell and KD. Harden was already in Houston by that point.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook and James Harden were never going to coexist. It may have put up fireworks and stuff like that when they first got together and everything, but long period of time, both of them being superstars, they were never going to coexist on the same team. It just wasn't going to happen that way.
No, I seriously think it messed up when James Harden realized how good he was.
Well, I don't think that's messed up. I think that's James Harden realizing his potential and capitalizing on it, as anyone should.
Nah, the reason why I say it messed it up because he could have actually had a ring. If he would have signed a 2-year deal and then went to Houston, he would have got a ring within those 2 years with OKC. If they would have ran that shit back, they would have probably beat Miami.
They wouldn't have been able to do it because KD left.
KD left years later. He left years later. That was in 2012 when they beat OKC. KD won MVP 2015. He was still in OKC when he said you the MVP to his moms. He left OKC in like 2018, 2017. Somewhere in there.
Harden was gone way before that, yeah.
Yeah, Harden left after that 2012 finals. He went to Houston in 2013.
Yeah, you're probably right.
No, that's
time for 2 more years.
He stayed for 2 more years. They would have won that shit because Harden realized how good he was. He went to Houston and he was able to ball because they ain't have nobody. It was him and Eric.
And if they would have won it, like imagine the history of the NBA would be very different. You might be looking at the Thunder still being together. You know, James Harden.
They would have broke up.
They would have broke up eventually. So it was inevitable that it was going to happen. It's just if they would have stayed on the team at least another 2 years, they would have done something in those 2 years.
Exactly. And then they would have broke up. I think KD probably would have left in. Fucking James would have left and Russell would have just been there. And he would have been a lifer in OKC. Like that's how his career would have ended if they would have stayed together 2 more years. But the fact that they didn't and it kind of broke up the way it did, I mean, shit, that's how Russell's career was going to be because he was the point guard that was doing all of the shit. He was also he was taking bad shots. So, I mean, at that time, some of his shots was good, though. Like, I ain't going to say, like, a good portion of his shots was good. He just missed.
Well, yeah, he had the points and stuff like that to prove that.
Well, I ain't going to necessarily say that was part of that. Russell athleticism is the reason why he get all them points. He just beat everybody to the point. Like, Russell fast as fuck. So, he get the ball and he go full court fast sometimes before motherfuckers get back on defense.
Yeah. And
he's dunking and shit. Like, so that's how he get his points. Like I said, to a quarter. He could do that shit 2 times within 12 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. 12 minutes, he doing that shit 2 different times. Shit, he could do that within 6 minutes. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Within half of the time of the quarter, he can take 2 fast break fucking dunks.
One of the underlying things of his game, though, was yeah, he would put up all these numbers and rebounds and assists and all that shit. But look at his turnovers.
Yeah, because that was again,
that was the crucial thing in why the teams that he was on couldn't go any further than what they did because he was always turning the ball over in shitty times of the game.
Like Shaq said, he playing too fast. He plays too fast. That's his problem.
I mean,
Russell plays. He's fast, but he plays too fast. So The fact that he's trying to go at his speed with his game.
Keep the speed physically, slow down mentally. Just a little bit.
I'll say both.
I mean, athletically, he's still just one of the more gifted players in the NFL. In the NBA. You can't take that. I mean, I can't take that away from him. He is one of the more gifted players in the NBA. Can he shoot worth a shit really outside of 15 feet? No. He's kind of like Rajon Rondo. He's kind of like at the cup guy. That's Rondo really all. You know, Russell Westbrook. I'm. Oh, you want to take the three? Okay, guy. Like, okay. If you make it, cool. But chances are, yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good with my chances of you not making it.
Yeah, motherfuckers backing up now. Like, they're letting them shoot. Like, that's just disrespectful as fuck.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's just like, yeah, they know you can attack the cup, but they know you can't shoot worth a shit outside of that. So it's just kind of like the lack of, bro, we're talking like, it's one thing that you got to have some self-awareness, bro. That's the only way you're going to get better as a player.
Yeah.
If you understand what your flaws are, you can work on those flaws. But if you think you're fucking God's gift to the earth and you can do no wrong and it ain't my fault, no holding no accountability for any of that shit, you're never going to go anywhere. Yeah, you'll put up the stats, but where the fuck else are you going to go? Nowhere. You're a stat guy. That's it. All 75, he's probably going to be in the all 100, but only because of the wow factor. Did he win any titles? Matter of fact, he wasn't even close. But
he was close.
He got a small taste of it a couple of years, but he lost badly each time. That it knocked him off. Like the real, fucking nail in the coffin was when they lost the 3-1 lead in OKC. A lot of that due to the turnovers that he had, and Steph just fucking lit him up and took advantage of it.
They could have won that shit. If they would have won that shit.
They could have.
They could have got abused.
Bro, KD was on a whole fucking nother level at that time. Yeah. Just a whole nother level at that time. If Russ would have just been able to hold his own, we would have been talking a very different history in the NBA right now.
I mean, LeBron still would have won that shit.
Oh, I'm not. No, yeah. That was the 73 team, wasn't it?
That's when LeBron came back 3-1 right after that.
Yep, right after that. That's right.
Right after, bro, he was gonna win that shit.
Right. The NBA gods were like, this isn't how we were meaning for it to end up. No. We got to rewrite the ship. Like, but it's just, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then just the softness. Like, bro, you're a pro athlete. You're gonna catch some shit. You're going to have trolls. You're going to have people who doubt you. You're going to have all that shit. You're a professional fucking athlete.
Yeah.
Everything you say and do is under a microscope. Especially now that you're in LA. Of all places, you can maybe get a hold of it in the small market teams where you were before. But the Los Angeles Lakers with LeBron, bro, you got to have some self-awareness just as a player. You have to. If you don't, you're never going to get better, and you're going to be a detriment to your fucking team. That's just what, and all of them are going to be looking like Betty White in that picture. I can't deal with Russ's shit. Let me down this bottle. Fucking ridiculous, bro.
Hey, I'm laughing at two things. You being so damn accurate right now, and fucking George Dwyer hit me back. He said, laughing my ass off. Hey, you stop whacking your turkey and fuck you, Charles. Hey, no. So, bro, this stop whacking, I forgot George was there that day. All right, so this is the full story because I forgot George was there. I thought the thing ended with the whole after party thing, and that's where the fucking Charles shit went. So we ended up going to Jesse's best friend's house, one of his best friends, which was from high school and shit, which ended up being the homegirl Crystal. No, we weren't at her house. We was at her friend's house because we were all drunk downtown and her house was closed, so we just stayed there so nobody got a DUI done.
Mm.
Right? So it's me, Jesse, George, and the two girls, right? We're all in the living room, fucked up, like fucked. I'm talking about, bro, like we're fucked up. Like we in that bitch fucked up and we're still drinking. So
You're destined for a blackout there, eh, bud? You're doing St. Patrick's Day proud during that time. What's going on?
bro, I promise you, Conor McGregor would have been, he would have gave me that
Start
whole
seeing leprechauns with gold in their in a little bowl right here. Hey, end of the
I didn't
rainbow
see
type
that.
shit.
But I definitely, and somewhere along the line, I saw Conor McGregor give me that Zach Galifianakis fucking, you know, that one where he's. But no, fucking. So the girl, her friend, tells us a story about how this dude she like was fucking with at the time, and she wasn't giving him no ass, right? Nothing, and he was just like cashing out and everything, bro. Like,
Careful.
you're right. I went definitely harsh on there.
Careful.
I was talking like we were in person.
Yeah, careful.
Yeah. She was basically saying how she wasn't, you know, giving him any love. And I'm like, yo, so my boy was just whacking his turkey the whole time? No.
So that's what he's talking about when he, oh my goodness gracious.
No, so it's not done.
This definitely could have been.
It's not done. So look, it's not done. So I'm sitting there. We're crying, bro.
I'm crying. My God.
We were crying, bro. Everybody was crying. So I'm like, yo, my boy. I was like, call him right now. Call him right now. Tell him. I'll talk to him. Tell him straight up. Hey, my boy, you gotta
apologize to everybody.
You gotta stop whacking your turkey, bro. Like,
I apologize for the visual. Kay is such a great storyteller, and then he has to give all the details of what the story is about, and you get the image in your head. And again, I apologize for the image that's going to be imprinted in most.
This is a podcast. Heads. This is what we're supposed to do. This is for
no
verbal visuals.
No, this is not what this particular.
Everything we talk about is verbal visuals.
We're supposed to be given the images of like, not no, that's not. That's terrible.
Oh,
hey. Yeah, what Russell Westbrook is soft. That's what we're saying, folks. That's all we're saying. Yeah. Russell Westbrook is soft. That's all we're saying.
Oh God.
This show is brought to you by Mountain Mike's. I love you guys. Again, Mountain Mike's, yeah, we're definitely going to be exclusive to them when it comes to the watch alongs and everything like that. Shout out to Dave and the crew out over there. You know, appreciate that you guys let us do the Super Bowl there this last year and continue to do that. So appreciate it. Thank you, Mountain Mike's. Oh, that one really got you, huh? You're even out of camera and everything. You got to laugh this one off for a second.
I
there
crying,
he is.
Bro. I swear to you, I was crying. I swear.
Moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen. Russell Westbrook is soft. That is the moral of the story. Before we get done and over with, I have had confirmed with Sunshine. The Formula One season is here. First race is this weekend. But if I'm pronouncing this wrong, I really apologize. I believe it's Bahrain Grand Prix is happening this Sunday. They're having the practice runs, qualifying tomorrow and Saturday, and then the race itself will be on Sunday. And I have been told by my brother, who you guys know as Sunshine, he will be joining us for that episode, for the next episode after the race, to be talking Formula One and everything else like that, giving you guys the updates on what goes on in the beginning of the season. We've been talking about this. I'm actually now in the process of trying to get all of those media credential things. There's a lot I have to do with it. So trying to get those media credentials in time. We have to have them in 4 weeks before the actual date of the race, which we have plenty of time to do that, but still I want to get it all done and over with soon. So hopefully I can get done with that this weekend, and then we can figure it out from there to see what ends up going on. But that is the update, at least when it comes to the Formula One race there in Austin, Texas, the weekend of the 20th and 23rd of October. So hopefully we're going to be there for that. If not for that, I mean, we're going to be in Austin anyways. At least myself will be in Austin anyways during that week. And we'll have an episode there. We'll sunshine and everything at his house. So that'll be fun to do. But yeah, Formula One, that's happening soon. It was the season 4 on Netflix is showing up. I mean, from what I saw, it was pretty well. But then being told by my brother how kind of apart and mixed and all that kind of stuff, that it's Netflix. They got to make it a story. They got to make it interesting. They got to make it a certain way. So certain things that were done during this season, I guess, for Netflix's end wasn't necessarily completely truthful with some of the things that went on. But at least from what I saw last year, this year is going to be looking to be even better than it was then. The cars are different. They upgraded and everything else like that, more aerodynamics, actually making the cars faster to where it makes the races closer. Not most teams in Formula One, if you have a lot of money, chances are you're going to do good because you can put money into your team. It's that type of sport. The more money you have, the faster and better your car is going to be. But with this design of car, it's looking to be something very different, and we'll be able to see how much faster and how much closer these racers are going to be. So it's going to be interesting. First race of the season this weekend, and expect Sunshine on the next episode to talk to us all about it, because I know he's going to get into full fucking detail about that stuff. He's real into that. So be on the lookout for that. As for now, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight on tonight's show. We definitely had some laughs and good times, and we plan to keep those good times rolling. I believe we'll be coming back on Monday. It's probably a better idea Monday, huh? Well, stay tuned. You guys know on the social medias and stuff like that, we'll be able to let you guys know from there whether it goes Sunday or Monday. Social medias, you guys know, the JAFFO's AP, if you want to follow the podcast. Myself at PvP Founder CEO, you see it right there. Country K right there. Country K863. Predator Bros Productions on Twitter at Alpha PvP. You guys here on the YouTube channel, appreciate it. And if you're not or haven't seen the YouTube channel or whatever yet, go to Predator Bros Productions, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, get that reminder every single time we go live so you guys can be part of the show and have a conversation and talk with us. We would love for the viewers and stuff to get more involved with the show. We've had that happen before, and it does, keep the conversation a little bit interesting. So by all means, and then in a few months, or about a month and a half or so, I'll give it. We'll probably be on a different streaming platform other than Zoom. Probably most likely going to be moving on to StreamYard at that point. That way we can go live on different places other than YouTube. We can go Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff, to where it'd be more places for you guys to be able to hang out and talk sports and everything with us and talk absolute nonsense like you heard today. Appreciate you guys. JAFFO Army, stand up. We love you guys. For myself, JP, for Country K, we'll see you guys.